Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura, and today I'm working on the 11 count picture of, it's called Return to Christmas, and I just happened to see this morning. I can't remember who had it, but they had it in a diamond painting. I thought, I think I bought that, and lo and behold, I did. But I bought it in a stitch project. I should have bought it in a diamond painting. It probably would go a lot faster. So how's everybody doing today? I hope good. I only worked half a day today. Needed a break. So, and it wasn't busy yet. The game isn't until like 2 o'clock this afternoon, so that worked out well. But, and I don't know what color this is. It's kind of a dark green that I'm working with here. I just pick a symbol at random, and I get off, a strand of the 6, strings of the thing, and I use 2 at a time, even if it is an 11 count. We'll see how that all works out in the end, but and then what I started to say was, then I just go through and do as many as that one 6 strand will do. So I did the purple first and finished up that strand. That way I don't have to keep track of it. Now, unless it's like 1 or 2 symbols or something, I probably won't pull out a, like an 18-inch string, size. I'll just get something fairly small, and then I will tie it back onto the other strand. I haven't put these colors in baggies as of yet. I just wanted to stitch, so that's where we're at. I worked a little bit on the tiger last night and a little bit on Hope Runs Deep. Still working on getting it done. So I have 1 Christmas stitch and 1 Christmas diamond painting going at the same time. And 2 tigers. Is that enough? Yeah. But that way, I can kind of rotate them around here and there and see what's what. Let's see. This was number 27. I was going to tell you what the DMC. These are real nice threads. It's a Joy Sunday kit. It was 27, and it's 775 is the DMC number. But they always have really nice thread. And I'm starting on, let's see if I can get you in there. We're right over in this corner. And that looked like too much green all at once, so I thought I'd just work on this side and go for it. And part of the what do you call it, the key, it runs all the way along the bottom, but it's really easy to find, on the graph and the papers, because they got it broken down into sections as usual, which is nice. It helps you find things. Oops, I only put one side on that. We'll have to go back and fix that, won't we? But yeah, I figured, what the hell, I put it on the scroll because it is wide enough. It is, let me see, the whole piece is, how many centimeters? It's 54 and a quarter wide, so it fit on my long scroll thing, and it's easy to work with on the table like this. When you're sitting down, not so much. You got to kind of leverage it, and I don't know, what does this say? It says is 256 wide and 192 high as far as the little squares, but it is 69 by 54, so it's not too big, but it is big, I mean, it's wide. Whoops. Oh yeah, that would have been great, wouldn't it? I got to go back and get that one over there. And it's easy to work on, you know, while I'm filming, instead of having the whole piece out and out of control. I almost can't do that anymore. So I just thought, well, I'll just shove that in that scroll and maybe it'll be a little bit easier to work on. So expect to see more of this as time passes by. I didn't get anything for Halloween. I'm not much of a Halloween fan, but you know, I know a lot of people are, and so I try to pick fall things, you know, like with fall trees and that kind of thing. But this is going to be beautiful when it's all stitched. But it'd be in, yeah, I wish, this is one that I actually wish that I'd gotten in a diamond painting. And I'm still debating whether or not to buy it in a diamond painting. I should have bought it in the damn diamond painting to start out with. But I didn't, and I can't think what the heck that lady's name. I don't know her real name. Doggone it. Well, she runs in the same circles as we do. I mean, as far as diamond painting and stitching. So I haven't seen her, I don't think, do many stitch projects. But I got to get rid of this thread here. Hang on, guys. Going up. Sometimes it's just nice for me to just stitch instead of trying to get the beads on. I mean, not that it's hard, it's just sometimes some things take more effort. That's kind of a sharp little needle, but it did come with 2 needles. Whoops, I thought I pulled it off. It was just the crazy thread. But I just felt like plain stitching all the way across. Let's see how that goes. And I'm glad that it's I was thinking it was a 14. I'm glad it's an 11. 11 is so much easier for me to see, and it's really a nice clear canvas, but in a way it makes you feel like you're making more progress since the squares are a little bit bigger, but it is easier for me to work on, even if the project is a little bit bigger. Get these done. Now this might be a color that I'm going to have to put away because, well, there's a few right there, but the rest of them are over here in the trees. So I was just working on one little corner. Thought that would be a little bit easier. And I had to actually look this one up because I've got maybe number, what is it? 29, no, 27 to 45. There's 45 colors in this, on this end, and the rest of it I can't see. So, but I always like Joy Sunday, but you knew that. Yeah, they're my stitch of choice projects. And I did notice that let's start that whole sentence again. Joy Sunday does have counted cross stitch patterns, you know, and kits, I should say, because they do come with the thread. So that's kind of nice. I gotta get rid of this again, guys. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. You know, what is a time filming that I don't hit the camera? It's supposed to be getting a little bit cooler this week, so I'm looking forward to that. And the color's really popping on the hill. I should try to talk my daughter into going for a drive so I can take some pictures to show you. Okay, I think we're going to put this back. Ugh, get it on there. Need to nail down my, what do you call it? My needle so I don't lose this sucker. Hang on, guys. Ugh. Pull out a lot of beautiful colors in this thing. I'll show them to you here after I get this nailed back where it belongs. This is, well, if I can find it, it's number 17. So, we're going to tie that puppy, well, let's try it a little bit different here. Just going to do a little slip knot thing, and that way it won't go anywhere. But look at all, these are the extras, of course. Got several shades of blue and white and green, because there's a lot of like green trees and snow and stuff, because it's supposed to be Christmas. And then blues and purple. I think number 1 is 310. I'm not sure. And then here, there's the rest of them. They got nice reds, and these are more variegated, not variegated, but you know, you can see them in side by side. We got some light blues and some really vivid purple here. Isn't that pretty? And some like not winter, autumn colors, you know, mixed in with the snow. Now, some of that might be for the house. Oops, we're all hooked up there. Got hooked up in the needle. Sorry, guys. Put that up there. And then here's the rest of them. Some more blues and greens and tans and the browns for the houses and the animals. Just beautiful. All right, let's see, where am I? I have to look. Let's see. We need Z, and it has a nice big key where you can see everything. It says back stitch and full stitch, nice and big. And Z is $8.90, number 34. So we'll find number 34, which is on this one, and we're going to just shove that over there for right now. It's another shade of green. Not too much different than the last one I was working on. It's funny how they're real close, but then once you get it sewed in, you know, you can see the different shades. Okay, now what? I was like, what did I do with my stupid? Whoa, sorry. I did it again. Couldn't find my scissors. Oy vey. What a day. And now the wind is blowing like 20 and 30 miles an hour. And oh, like, where did it go? Jeez, I'm having a hell of a day. I'm telling you. So we'll do that little light blue area right there. We may not need all this, but we'll put it back. I try to do that like as soon as I know I'm done with it, and then go on with another color. This needle is really easy to thread. Let's see here. Whoops. And I've used the, I don't know if you can see that. Whoops. Let me bend this up a bit. I use that, well, it's semi-clear duct tape to hold this down. So, and it works really good. It's good and sticky, and it hasn't been there for, you know, I don't know about the test of time, but it seems to stick really well. And I might go get some more of it, because I only had a little bit, you know, to do, so no big deal. I had used it for putting the plastic on the windows last year, and I keep all my tape and my glue and stuff together, so I looked down and went, ah, that'll work. Yep, it did. So, and it's fair, that tape is really good and sticky. If you want it to hold something down, it'll do the trick. Well, yeah, I can see the difference now. I couldn't when I first took it out of there, but thought we'd get this little square mess right here taken care of. And then we'll move on to another color. Perhaps that orange. We'll see what color it's going to be. But the symbols are always really clear in these Joy Sundays. I mean, and I haven't bought too many other types, so I don't have anything to compare it to. I mean, I do have the great big ones, of course, but I haven't drug them out yet. You know, it's like all in a matter of, So, some things you want to tackle and some things not so much. But as I keep getting these stitch projects, I've got a great big plastic tub with a lid that I just put all the kits back together, you know, after I show them on video, and put them in this tub so that the dirt and stuff won't get to them. But, and that's worked so far because they're all about the same size, you know, what, 11 by 14 maybe? May have to buy another tub, but not right now or not right away. Oh, and I did realize I bought 2 more stitch projects that are coming from AliExpress, and I don't expect them till the middle of October, frankly, but and they're both with that silk thread, so I'll be interested to see how that silk thread works, because all the other ones have cotton thread, and that's all I've ever used, so I just wanted to see if there was any kind of difference or just exactly how that was going to turn out. So I may not like it, but who knows. I just hope it sews better than that Spirea stuff that they send with the beads. Man, that stuff's like working with fishing line, you know. It just keeps popping up, and I've tried to use the thread magic, but I haven't worked on the the peacock. I was trying to figure out what it was in a while, and that's made with preciosa beads, so I haven't done that in a while. It's so pretty, but them beads are awfully small, and I did buy, or not buy, it came with what do you call it, real thin bead wire, or not wire, thread. Jeez Louise, maybe I shouldn't have done a video today. So, you know, I mean, and what I've done is worked just fine, and I use that thread magic on it to kind of weigh it down so it doesn't crinkle as much, and that's worked really well. So I've been working mainly on the beaded tiger. I prefer those great big beads. They kind of spoil you rotten for going back to those preciosa ones, but anyway. We'll see what we can get done here. I haven't been pulling off too big of a strand. I just had this part, and there's a little blue up here. But I think that maybe 6 strands, you know, this size, if I can get it to come through there, should be more than enough to work on, you know, just that light blue, and hopefully I'll use it up. If not, we just tie it back on and go on to the next. which works pretty good. That way it doesn't get into a knot. I do want to eventually put them into plastic, dagnabbit, into plastic baggies, but haven't got that far. You know how you just want to either stitch or diamond paint and you don't want to have to mess around and do 9 other things? Just do that, you know? But, I guess I was up there one night. Like I said, the thread is getting short. But you can see the difference. I mean, I can see it now. This is got more olive looking to it, where the other one is more of a dark, like it's got a little black in it, in the color dye itself. But they're pretty close. See if I can whip out that one just by himself. I looked on, what was it? Matryoshka Lovely. I didn't look extensively. I just looking to be looking, I guess. Because I had called up Beaded cross stitch at AliExpress. And of course it gives me everything, not just Matryoshka Lovely. Because I know Golden Pano and something Ready. I can't remember. Ready something? I don't remember. They do beaded cross stitches as well, and they're glass or plastic. They're not big plastic. They're like small beads. So I think they're glass. Because I did get one from Golden Pano that was huge. And it's all done in glass beads. I can only imagine what that's like way after you got it done. Jeez Louise. And that's a big one. You'd have to have 5 25-pound hooks to keep the thing off on the wall. So, yeah, I can weigh a lot when they got that glass. I love the plastic ones. They don't weigh anything in your hand, and they're just so... Seriously? Oh, wait. Fine. Did it backwards. Not backwards. I just missed that one right there. I know my hand's in the way there. And I can make this as loose or as tight as I want, so I can get the needle going in between and over here. Let me see if I get there. Just trying to pull the light up so it wasn't like right even with my hand. Well, it'd probably help if I wasn't laying on the thread. It'd probably go up and down better. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that wind's just getting kind of fierce out there. We're in the middle of the country, so we don't get backlash much from, what do you call it, hurricanes or anything like that. Every once in a while we might get a little heavy rain or something crazy because it just kind of keeps moving up through the system. But not much so you'd notice. Now today I noticed that it was blowing and you can smell the smoke from the fire I was telling you about the other day. And I hear they have one on the other side of Leadville now, which is in the opposite direction. And I think they were about to get it contained, but today's the first day that I've really noticed actual smoke in the air. So, other than that, not much going on. There was quite a few people when I tried to cross the road to go to work today, in my car, that is. I'm not walking. but kind of in both directions. So, I mean, I don't know if people are just coming up for the day to go look at the aspens or the changing of the leaves. That's about all that changes around here, I think, is aspens. My dad used to love to go and take pictures of the aspens when they change. He could take some good ones, and he was using a regular 35mm Pentax camera, so they always turned out nice. But that was back in the day. He finally did get a digital camera because he was tired of fussing with it, you know. And I don't think he could see really well. I mean, he wasn't like he had to go anywhere too far, but he liked to take his pictures. All right, we got that blue part done. I'm going to put this blue away. Can get it attached. Okay, and then we get to see what this next color is. And what one was that? Oh dear. 34, I think. Are you that? Yes, you are. So I'm just tie me a little slip knot and pull that sucker up there, and see, now it's attached like that to the actual color that it is, and it won't go anywhere for the time being. All right. Let's see what color that orange is. I got this fairly loose, you can tell, so that I can slip. Oops. Always turning this upside down the wrong way. Nope, it does go this way. Those are rocks, I believe. Let me see. Do I have it going in the right direction? We got 250 at one end. Yes, I do. Okay, so we got the G done. So where is the H? Let me look. There's 1, 7. I think that's what I want, 7. Number 7 is... This is what kind of confuses me. It says number 7, and on the key, it goes 1 through 0. So if it's number 7, 7 is actually 7. So this time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all the first 1 through 9. So that's not different. But on one of them that I did, I think it was the beaded cross stitch. Oh my God, it drove me crazy. Like 6 was 5 and 5 was 6. Oh yeah, it was stupid. So 7, I said. Number 340. 340 is the color. Oops, sorry. I hit you again. Sorry. Number 7. Ooh, it's a light purple. So I guess we're going to start working on the rocks. Maybe. Or something behind it. Maybe just some snow that's in shadow. If we could get it undone, we'll have it made. So I'm just going to hang in there, guys. Gotta lift and move and lift and move. Come on. About time to sharpen them there scissors. They're getting a little... I've been opening boxes with them. It's not helping it. But they're Fiskars, and they last as long as they do, and you go buy another $5 pair. It's like, whatever. Okay, let's get that out of the way so we don't get confused. I'm telling you. I'm ready for cold weather. I'm craving winter food, like chicken and noodles, beef and noodles, roast and carrots and potatoes, and I don't know, just not hot foods. I wanted a salad all summer long. And last night I went and bought a little bit of sliced, we have a deli in the grocery store, so I bought some sliced roast beef, and I got some, what do you call it, Swiss cheese, and I had some of that nice no, we got to pay attention to what we're doing. Is it oat root or arrowroot? I don't know that that's the word. It's real thick and hearty bread, and it's got, this is the multigrain that I use. And let me see if I got that. It's called Lora wheat. Like this. And it is the best bread I've ever had. It's nice and dense. It makes great toast. It makes good toasted cheese sandwich. It makes great French toast. It's just got body to it. It's not like buying the dollar bread, you know, or whatever. But and I keep it in the refrigerator, just cause. And make sure I'm not out of the camera view. I forgot what I was going to say. But it lasts me, a good month. And towards the end of that month, I start making French toast with it. You know, if I have some left over. Sometimes I want more sandwiches, and sometimes not so much. But I made myself a roast beef sandwich with lettuce and tomato, and that was the most summer thing I think I've had all summer. Because, I mean, I like burgers just as well as anybody else, but I get those when I go to that, I have to look at this color. Okay, let me go back down. I thought it was two different colors. It kind of went towards the light, but it's not. And I get like a patty melt, and sometimes when I go out with my boyfriend, we'll get, you know, different kinds of burgers, you know, that they don't have in town. You know, like what do you call it? A mushroom and Swiss burger, or like that chicken thing, you know, that I had. Oh God, that was so good. What in the Sam heck is going on here? Okay, I see what happened. I got my thread too short. Jeez Louise. Like, how did that happen? It looked like the end of it was somewhere else. Bizarre. Anyway, pull you down a little bit. But yeah, I use the bread for different things. I had to go out and buy vanilla for the first time in about a year. And I finally went through it, and I got some real vanilla. But, and I usually get it in a small bottle because I'm not usually baking anything. Now, I might more towards Christmas, but still, it doesn't justify buying a great big huge bottle like I used to get when the kids were home and I was doing more baking than I am now. But I put vanilla all the time in my French toast, into the egg mixture and the milk. I think it makes it taste better. But I've been doing that for years. But that bread makes the best French toast. You know, holds its body, it doesn't collapse, you know, from the weight of the egg and the milk. And yeah, and you might pay a little bit more for it, but shoot, it was definitely worth my money, and I've been buying it like that for probably 5-6 years. Oh, goodness gracious. It's a pretty purple, isn't it? Well, good gravy. But I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I'm going to work on any projects or anything. Haven't quite made up my mind. I'm about 3/4 of the way through that last book of that Nora Roberts that I'm reading. It's a really good series, so I've been kind of flying through it. If I can finish it today, it'll take me about less than a week to read through 3 books. And that's just the way it happens. And then I won't pick up another book for a couple, 2-3 months sometimes. It just depends. I do like to read when it gets cold. in bed with underneath the electric blanket, though. So I do that sometimes, but not so much in the summer. Kind of, if my eyes are too tired to pay attention to what I'm diamond painting or whatever, I might pick up a book and read for a little bit, but not too much, because I'm usually done by that point. So, don't get much read that way. And if I try to read in bed, and then, you're getting warmer and warmer and warmer, and then all of a sudden you're out like a light. So sometimes I get through 2 pages, and sometimes, I can sit up there for a whole hour in bed and read, but just never got on to reading in bed, except for when I was back at home when I was younger, and you had no choice. I mean, I could read in any room of the house, that's not the point, but, you go to your room and you want to be by yourself or whatever, away from the family, so I got used to reading, in there, and I was reading all kinds of stuff back then, but, not so much anymore. I don't know, it kind of hurts my neck and back, and so don't go there. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to be it for today. We did get some of it. Let me push it down so you can see it. Maybe I can turn it a little bit so it tightens it up there, so it'll pop up. So we got, sorry, 2 or 3 colors there. Let me pull out of this little corner, and we're just kind of working our way this way, just a couple colors at a time. That's all it takes, is just a few stitches here and there. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please do hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Have a good rest of your weekend. God bless. Bye-bye.